Hi, my name is Josh Olson, and I'm going to be playing Josh Olson in the Trailers from Hell commentary for the unbelievable cinematic oddity Viva Knievel. How do you describe Evel Knievel to someone who didn't actually live through the 70s? It's kind of tough. He was a motorcyclist who became a huge celebrity by going around the country and staging terrifying jumps and stunts. He even had a successful line of toys and action figures, and I may be misremembering. I think there was a cartoon show in there somewhere. This is the second Evel Knievel film. The first was a biopic starring George Hamilton as Evel, and it's okay. But this one's much more interesting. There have been several other movies over the years in which real people played themselves in films. Audie Murphy and Muhammad Ali both come to mind. But this is one of the few movies I can think of in which a real person plays himself in a completely fictional adventure. The funny thing is, watching the movie, I can't think of too many examples of Evel actually making one of his legendary jumps. He always seemed to be crashing, which in fact he does an awful lot in this movie. He never actually makes a successful jump in the film, and they use actual footage of his real crashes at the end of the movie jumps. I remember, for instance, the Snake River Canyon jump that he did in real life being a particularly painful failure. The story here is Evel's down in Mexico doing some shows. He's got his sidekick, Gene Kelly, who's an old burned-out alcoholic. And the bad guys, who are Leslie Nielsen, Albert Salmi, and Marjo Gortner. There they are, or some of them, and Cameron Mitchell. Their plot, let me see if I can figure this out. The idea is they're going to blow up Evel's bike while he's on it, kill him, and then bring his body back in a replica of his famous Evel Knievel van, which they will have loaded with drugs because for some reason the authorities aren't going to look in the thing for drugs, and I don't know why they have to kill Evel or build the van, or it's all kind of crazy. But anyway, there is this kind of running anti-drug thing throughout. Evel gives this insane rant about the evils of drugs when you consider that you're watching a guy who basically made a career out of trying to kill himself, telling you not to try to kill yourself. It sort of falls apart. But at the heart of it is the relationship between Evel and Lauren Hutton. They're following the patterns of the traditional sort of, Tracy Hepburn relationship where two people bicker their way into love. But the difference here is, and it's partially because Evel is just really not a good actor at all, is they really seem to actually have seething loathing and contempt for each other. I mean, just the hatred just burns off the screen. So when they do finally kiss, it's kind of surprising. It's also surprising because I can't help but think when I look at this film, Evel's playing Evel. He was married at the time he made this movie. I can't imagine his wife going to the premiere of the film with him, in which she's watching a movie where her husband is playing himself and his life is very much like his real life and everything's as it is in real life, except she's not there and he's making out with Lauren Hutton. It's a strange film and it's ridiculously entertaining.